It's nice when you don't actually, when the die rolls just
doesn't matter to you. Yeah. You're going to get your way either way.
Not a bad start for Kevin Tran, discarding to activate Signet Mining.
The Rage can
Jaguar.
just add back to hand with Sunlight Wolf.
It's practically free, although what's the ideal thing to discard? Jaguar? Discard Jaguar to Signet Mining?
Yeah, it's probably Jaguar, yeah. Maybe Spinny, but I believe most lists have been cutting Spinny at 1 and just using it as a material.
Yeah. All right, so we got the Phalanx up here.
Oh, he had the Gazelle.
All right.
So he set up his chain link so the Phalanx can't get hashed.
Very nice. Gazelle hits the field. You can special summon it from your hand when one of your Salamangreat cards goes to the graveyard.
I think Gazelle might send Falco here. Or, yeah, I think he's looking at Falco.
You want to pick his spell or trap back up?
Ooh, he's going for the double spell. Set that roar off once you link, and then just add back the Rage.
No, just in case.
This is what I was talking about. Those two cards with two very different effects are just so powerful together.
Yeah, Kevin Tran's deck does seem to be built on just, here's my giant wall of disruption, and you have to get by it.
Yeah, that's what a lot of Salamangreat decks are kind of doing. They're using the Sunlight Wolf to recycle their resources, and then they're playing a lot of hand traps and just trying to get those small interruptions in.
Solid strategy and exactly what you have to do in a room full of spirals and lunalights and what have you.
So he's returning the Sunlight Wolf to special summon back that Jaguar.
Jaguar brings back Gazelle. All right, and now he's got those 2 trap cards in the graveyard. What's he going to do to get those back?
Spell trap.
Yep.
Picks up Rage. You see, he prioritized the Rage there because he can get the Roar back without using the ability.
Yeah. But I did just hear him say I messed up, so maybe that's what it was. So you might have to make he might have to make Heat Leo here or another Sunlight Wolf. Yeah.
All right. Salvaging.
So you went through 3 Sunlight Wolves this turn instead of going through 2.
That's tough.
Yeah, but still a good opening. You have Rage and Roar. Have the Gazelle for next turn, Jaguar and Grave.
And I believe he still has 1 unknown card in hand that Walter at least has to respect as a hand trap.
Activate Part of Extravagance.
Ooh, okay. Part of Extravagance is up first. Randomly banish 3 or 6 cards from your extra deck face down.
In the True King Dino deck, it doesn't really matter that much about your extra deck. I feel like the ones you make the most are probably Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, and True King of All Calamity, which are 2 very powerful cards.
So you're probably going to play at least doubles of those.
Yeah.
I see a lot of these decks play 3 copies of Dolka. I don't know that Jules is going to go that hard into that particular strategy.
Then, you know.
So Walter is at 7 cards right now. Start with Lightning Storm, great.
Ooh, Lightning
Have to
Storm.
negate that.
Yep.
You set on the side or?
Not a choice.
It gets banished because it was set back by its own effect.
Not by the wolf.
Anything?
Yep. Fossil Dig.
No.
No ash for that. It's going to search for a level 6 or lower Dinosaur.
I'm miscellaneous.
Ooh, does he already have the Oviraptor? Yep.
Yep. Ooh.
Activate effect.
All right. So leading Oviraptor lets you take a Dinosaur from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. And it has another ability that lets you destroy a Dinosaur on the field to special summon 1 from the graveyard.
It's really good with Babysaurus and Lost World.
Yep. And Miscellaneousaurus here is going to help him to protect his monsters from any other effects. It can make you immune to activated effects.
During the main phase.
During the main phase.
So he could use Rage in battle phase.
As long as that Rage is still on the field.
Yeah.
We'll see if he finds a way to get rid of it.
Yeah, Conductor's fine.
Picks up Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Very large, very easy to summon, very disruptive.
Very powerful. Ooh. The Fire True King.
Agnimazud, the Vanisher.
Is that 2 fire also?
That is.
Yep. He destroyed another and the Miscellaneous.
Oh, is it another Agnimazud?
Let's see, special summons.
It activates in hand and destroys, right? While it's in hand?
The whole thing is in hand.
Yeah.
So it's all the resolution of one
He won't
effect,
even rage it.
and all happens in hand. So he gets to banish that card and destroy everything and special summon. They're all considered to happen at the same time.
Very powerful opening for Walter Jewell.
Yep, so there's no opportunity to use that
Yeah.
rage.
And now rage is just discard Salamangreat from your hand.
It's
destroy one
Geki
card.
break.
Yeah.
Banishes Miscellaneousaurus next. It's got another ability. You can banish any number of dinosaurs from your graveyard, including itself. Special summon a dinosaur whose level equals that number. And he gets YuGiOh.
Let me double check. Make sure I didn't do
Now, about a month and a half ago, that could turn into Ib, the World Challenge Justicar. But now it's going to be Nightmare Phoenix instead.
effect. Target breaker.
Activates its effect, discarding. It looks like Baby Ceresaurus.
Yeah, he's definitely just trying to get that Ultimate Conductor on board, because Salamangreat has a tough time because they need their normal summon
Yeah, and
to
they have
set
to
up.
link.
Yeah. So if you can
Can't
just
do it.
stop those one or two normal summons or special summons, it's really hard for Salamangreat to get reset up again.
And he discards to destroy Agnizud. Now,
Can't
Agnizud
activate.
destroyed by a
Yeah, no, but
card effect there.
I will.
You can only use each effect of it once per turn.
Finish it.
Yeah.
I don't even know that he has something else to get with it if he wanted to.
Yeah. Does he play the
Penalties?
water
I'll
True
take
King?
No, he plays
19 and
Lithosagem though.
Mm.
He's down to. I know his last card. It's Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial.
took 19 and 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dealing a
After
lot
it,
of
he
damage
needs-
this turn and putting Kevin on
And he has
barely any
he has
cards.
Jaguar Engrave.
Yeah, all you
and
have to
then
do is
Foolish-
banish 2
not
dinosaurs
supposed
to
to
summon
get
Ultimate
Foolish Burial,
Conductor
but he has
Tyranno
to-
from your
yeah.
hand.
Mhm.
Then it can destroy any monster in your hand or field
He
and
just has
flip all your
Jaguar
opponent's
and-
monsters face
that's the only
down.
one. Can it double
So
check?
that's just,
Yeah, go ahead.
It's
I
just
mean, the
Jaguar.
Nightmare Phoenix
Jaguar.
just sitting
Jaguar.
here.
Yeah.
It's obviously best with the babies, like Baby Ceresaurus.
Yeah.
Dinos.
But as
We
long as
all-
you just have something.
We don't know what Walter's last card in. It could be another baby.
It's a nice game.
Seems very likely that he's going to win this one.
Yep.
And Kevin Tran says, you know, let's try this again.
Yeah, Walter won that game with one of his going second cards in the main deck, the Lightning Storm,
Yeah.
to bait out that roar.
There's a lot of main deck lightning storms.
Yeah.
I have been searching through all of the reports we've received from the regional events, from the UDS. Tons of lightning
It's
storms.
definitely the most
in main
popular
deck.
card from Ignition Assault.
It is. It's close. There's a whole lot of cross sheeps out there.
Yeah.
But the generic nature of Lightning Storm is really putting it ahead of the pack. You know, there's a lot of cards overall being used from Ignition Assault. There's a lot more than I was expecting, to be honest.
like the Gizmek.
Yep, Gizmek,
which
Kaku.
Kevin's actually main decking.
That's a good
He's main
one.
decking one of them, yeah.
It's especially good in Salamangreat because it is a fire monster and it helps
Yep.
you remove those nasty extra deck monsters.
The problem for me with that card is activating in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, people can like respond with like Appaloosa or like even Roar.
Yeah, that could be a little bit of a pain.
Yeah.
So we got Gizmek Kaku, we got Lightning Storm. We've seen a lot of gravity controllers around. We've seen cross
Oh,
sheeps
yeah.
around. Time Thief Perpetua.
Yeah, some
is
some
seeing use
Moonlight
as well.
decks
Some
are
of them
playing
also
it.
use the flyback, the counter trap from the set as well. There's all sorts of stuff going on. So let's take a look in the center slot. The B players, Colin, along with Francisco.
So we have Spiral versus Spiral, I believe. Yep.
Spiral mirror match, and Francisco is up a game in this one.
They both did choose to play the scrap version as well, which is interesting.
Got a little bit of dangers in there. I like the Mecha Phantom Beast
Mirrors won
O-line.
game 1, I lost
I
game
think
1.
you're going to see a
yeah.
whole lot of this in the coming months.
Do they both play O-Lion? Nope.
Yeah, there's a lot of Jet Synchron. I've been seeing
Yeah.
a lot more Jet Synchron. This is the first time I've
I like
seen
O-Lion, yeah.
Colin starts with Magician Souls and Jet Synchron. Those two
Let's
are
see.
combined to Exceed Summon. Oh,
Ooh,
Silva
yep.
Princess spread. I'm used to
He's
seeing
probably
the,
trying to get a like a rescue or a big red or a reborn or something, monster reborn.
3.
You only get to look at what, one?
Top card deck,
Top
you
one?
excavate it. If it's a monster, send their graveyard. If it's a spell or trap, add it to your
Oh,
hand.
he gets a
Yep.
rescue.
Hopefully you can get rid of it out of his hand.
Activate effect.
Oh yeah, Jet Synchron
Yep,
just gets.
you just
yep.
get it with Jet Synchron.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needed.
So weird in my grave. In the wrong.
That's amazing. I'm used to seeing the Recital Starling searching for DD Crow.
Yeah, that's what I saw most of the time.
So the shot in the dark for Spiral Rescue is, well, it worked.
Yeah.
And
It looks like it's going through.
Spiral Spiral Double Helix will add another Spiral Mission to the hand. He's got 2 abilities. You can't forget to get your free Spiral Mission card when you have Double Helix, or not Double Helix, Master Plan on the field.
So it looks like he got Assault. I'm pretty sure he needs it to resolve Double Helix, so he's going to try to special summon that drone from hand when he gets the search.
All right, sends both of those to the graveyard. And that is going to make
block, Barricade Borg
Blocker.
Discard the Assault, get your double search right here.
Aptly named because the main thing it does is block people from chaining to whatever you sent to the graveyard.
This card has just been in so many decks too. It was in like the Lunalight deck as well.
So with Spiral Master Plan, you must get both the card Spiral Resort and your Spiral Monster. So having the limited Spiral Resort can make it a little tough to resolve sometimes if you happen to draw it first, or if you happen to need to play it first to do your combo. But Spiral players have ways around this.
Yeah, they unicorn it right back into their deck.
One of the rare times you're going to use Nightmare Unicorn on your own card.
Yeah. Let's see what he searches.
It does give you a search for a Spiral Monster every turn.
Something cool you could see on the stream that Colin's playing is Drag Down from the Grave.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He is siding them, I believe.
Well, that's cool.
Sure. Yeah. Try to hit like Dark Ruler no more.
Get those spells out of their hand. You can get the Virus out of their hand because you get to look, right? You show each other your hands.
Both players get to choose one, then they both discard it and draw a new card.
Classic card originally used in the Dark World strategy.
Yeah. Ooh, he is just going in blind. But like he does have the Double Helix set up.
Yep. I hope he missed on the...
Yeah, but he'll
be fine though.
Yeah. He's just kind of using it as a drone. He just needs to see the top card of the deck.
Now, have you ever had a case where you checked and then you linked summoned Double Helix and then they dropped Phantasme from their hand and rearranged the top of their deck again?
Personally, no, but that is a scary thing. Maybe more people should be playing Phantasme because like that card kind of seen like a falling out except in the Shadal deck.
I'm not really sure why. It's not. It never got worse.
Your
never
hand,
got bad.
Yeah.
We'll see though. Maybe that's just going to be an innovation for a later event. Because remember, I wasn't seeing a whole lot of Called by the Grave over the last month and a half, but it's out in force here.
Yeah.
Same thing with those other quick play spells, Forbidden Chalice and the like.
I'm really trying to see someone Forbidden Chalice someone in this match.
Yeah. All right, so Master Plan is back. Spiral Double Helix pointing to her.
So it looks like Colin's going to try and end on the Tri-Gate board. I think he's about to make Appaloosa up on the top. Yep.
Yep.
Something cool with the Jet Synchron, if he doesn't overlay with it with Quick Fix, which he probably will end up doing, he can like make Link Reboth and Secure Gardena.
Yeah, I like the Appaloosa for fields like this because you can set things up to the sides first and then put the the Tri-Gate Wizard there if you need it. Normally you do it the other way around. You finish co-linking it last, but because of the arrows on Appaloosa, you have a lot of freedom in how you construct the play.
Yeah, very good arrows. Ooh.
He's running Borload Savage Dragon.
So he's not going for the Tri-Gate.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
He's running Borload Savage Dragon. Spirals, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So that's one reason why you would play Jet Synchron instead of Outline. Not just being able to discard, it also, the level it adds up with Master Plan.
So I think his ending board's now probably going to be Griffin, Borload Savage, Appaloosa, which is a lot of monster negation.
Pretty good. All right, Spiral Sleeper is up next. You got to banish 3 spirals from your graveyard. Special summon it.
Oh, something cool is he can destroy the Double Helix equipped with the Savage for the Sleeper, and the Savage will still have the negations.
He'll keep the counters, but not the attack boost.
Let's see how Francisco tries to out this board.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, maybe Dark Ruler no more. He does side Forbidden Chalice.
Forbidden Chalice particularly useful on
The Appaloosa
on
or the
Appaloosa.
Savage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything that gets rid of counters or sets, messes with question mark attack monsters, because they have special rules on how their attack is determined. Starts with Reinforcement of the Army.
I'm not too fond of this card in the Spiral deck because I feel with the popularity of Drone Lockbird, it like kind of locks you out more.
Just increases the weakness you already have.
You kind of just like want to get that master plan search first, or like even try like search a rescue or like draw off Magician Souls instead of getting drolled here and not being able to play at all.
I think some people. So do you play like multiple toughs and Super Agent?
I don't. I actually play 2 Super Agent and 1
Super
tough.
Agent,
Yeah.
1 tough. I know some people are going like 1, 1, and 1 with the reinforcement to try to have it act as both, but that does increase your weakness to Droll and Lockbird.
Start step battle phase.
It's really hard to cut down the deck and put in going second cards. Oh, he had the rescue. He doesn't even need to destroy the double helix.
So it looks like Francisco's going to try to attack over that Appaloosa. It only has 1,600 attack points.
Declare an attack on Appaloosa.
So he's going to use Sleeper's Effect, destroy the Spiral Mission Rescue, and destroy the Spiral Tough.
All right, and this is in the battle phase. Now, if he had
Evenly
double evenly
matched,
matched
yeah.
or something right here, can get it past the Borreload. Because that's the worst feeling is when they have a monster and attack you and their attack fails. Oh, but I also had this, sorry.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with the Tri-Gate board. Double evenly, Dark Ruler evenly.
All right, so we're in main phase 2 now. We have 1 for 1. He's got to pitch a monster for that. Oh, he drew Scrap Golem. Well, that's
Not the best
great.
draw, yeah.
Well, it's out of his hand now.
I'm wondering if he would negate, yeah.
Go ahead and negate that. Otherwise, that gets what? Souls or Quick Fix?
Yeah, then he's just going to negate the Quick Fix anyway, or the
Fix.
Souls, so you might as well negate it right here. And
Keep it in the deck.
he did have sent a card from hand to graveyard, so like
Jet Synchron and Master Plan.
it's even better to negate a card that makes you use 2 cards instead of just 1.
Oh, and there we see the Souls. And he sends for the cost.
He might just negate it and leave it in hand. Yep.
All right, well, Master Plan is at least in the graveyard. If he's got a Revival card, he could do something with that.
He does need a Revival card and another monster to link it away. Because he already uses Battle Phase, so he can't even attack it.
Oh, I think he used his normal summon as well on that tough.
Yeah. It's not looking good for Francisco right now.
He did not activate the effect of tough, I believe.
Yeah, it got Sleeper destroyed before he was able to.
Calling monster.
Let's see if he hits.
Or maybe that gets negated.
Oh,
by
yeah.
Appaloosa. It's got 1 left.
Yeah.
2 in hand.
2 in hand.
2 in hand. So, yeah, like, you probably just negate this, and then you have Borreload Savage for the last card.
Yeah, because 2 of his cards.
Yeah, that
and
he
you
can't
haven't
use
Savage yet.
anymore. Yep. All right, Cullen takes game 2. So they're both 1-1 right now in the Spiral Mirror
I
match.
got game 2.
So they're going to go to a game 3 as well. We have no results yet. None of the matches are decided in this one. Everything's still up in the air. It's been a rather intense match so far.
Yeah. I feel like most games were very one-sided. Like the 2 games we watched so far was very one-sided.
They are. Not that they didn't try to fight out of it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to head back to Walter's match. He's up a game.
But you put it over there.
And we see, he's got Pankratops out there, notably a Dinosaur.
So it looks like it kind of went back and forth for a little bit.
Mr. Timo, adorable.
The Team Durable. Yep.
Balinks on the field.
And
Will of the Salamangreat
Yeah,
in the Spell
3
and Trap
guards.
zones.
So yeah, if he does try destroying Will with Pankratops, he still has the Balinks to protect.
Well, Will of the Salamanger is just a very, very good card.
Yeah.
If I had to pick a comparison card for it, it'd probably be Miracle Fertilizer.
I was thinking Soul Charge.
Soul
on
Charge?
YuGiOh.
Well, half of it is Soul
Yeah.
Charge. The other half's Miracle Fertilizer.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. How much time you got? How much time you got?
Which one do you use more often? The Send to the Graveyard to get the Soul Charge effect, or the once per turn free one?
I feel like you use both a lot.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sometimes when you're starting to set up, you need to like summon a lot from hand, or like if you're trying to break board, you'll summon a lot from grave.
Salamangreat Foxy launches out of the
Yep,
graveyard.
destroying Walter's Dragonic Diagram. Kevin's hand's looking pretty good. He has Nibiru, he has Rage.
Take the will.
The Pankratops can't really destroy anything, so I think he's going to try like Sunlight Wolf and attack, Heat Leo and attack over it.
Yep.
Or
Sends
Pyro
all three.
Phoenix.
Is there going to be a Pyro Phoenix? Has he
yeah,
got a Link 4?
Nope.
Let's see.
What are we doing?
First
Yeah,
hand,
that is a
so-
Pyro Phoenix.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Oh, he's got the fancy one too. Starlight.
Yeah. He does
This
have
is
the
not a
Forbidden Chalice, too.
This is not a card you see a whole lot of.
Yeah. It did start seeing a lot of play once Mirage Stelio
Oh,
got
he's
hit on the list.
No.
Target
Not going to matter. Balinx is going to protect that.
Attack for 28.
So he's going to get in there for 2,800.
28.
Maybe there's a chance Walter is this evenly matched.
Ooh. That would be a little scary. All right, well, main phase 2 he
gonna
is reincarnating.
Yep.
So that's 2, and that's it.
One's a Rage,
How many?
which can pop up to 4 cards.
So Salamangreat Pyro Phoenix can do a little damage. Can special summon something from your opponent's graveyard to the zone that it links to, and then it can burn your opponent for some damage when that happens.
Yep.
And then its reincarnation effect wipes your opponent's field.
So Walter activated Mystic Mine, but Kevin wasn't
got-
really
yeah,
scared.
he's
He
got
has
the
the Rage. He can destroy this Mystic Mine anytime he wants. Yep. And he's probably going to go for game.
Yeah, he's going to special
Yep.
summon Gizmek Kaku from his hand because there's a monster in the extra monster
Can I
zone.
read?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be your opponent's monster. It can be your own. And you can use it as an extender or extra damage, all sorts of good stuff.
Yeah, a lot of damage right now.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Attack for a game.
And then
Right.
will Salamangreat brings back that Sunlight Wolf again, and that'll do it.
Yep. So 1-1 right now,
Yeah.
going in game 3.
We've got a sighting of some
Huh?
Salamangreat cards. Don't see a whole lot of play. That Pyro Phoenix,
Yeah.
and then we got to see Gizmek Kaku in action as a finisher.
Remember one game 1, right?
Pretty good. Pretty good. So it's 1-1 there. It's 1-1 in the center as well.
Yeah, it looks like they're about to go game 3.
He's going to start off game 3 there. Already see a Link monster in the
Yeah,
extra monster zone there.
Looks like Francisco's comboing out.
And then over on Luna's side, we have dueling Link monsters over there. I see an Apollosa and a, looks like Apollosa versus Double Helix over there. All right. So let's see what's going on there. Apollosa just hit the graveyard. Spiral Double Helix is there.
61.
And Luna is going to fight back with Mystic Mine here.
Which is really hard for the Spiral deck if you did not side any cards.
Yeah, that is a tough one.
Yeah. And against other combo decks like Lunalight, you probably don't keep your like cards that can remove back row in.
Now, I do wonder if he's got that one utility wire in there.
Yeah. Or if he sided out because he might have gone second.
'Cause that's the outright. Is there anything else?
Unless he sided it.
Yes.
Unless sided in Twin Twisters.
Twister?
Yep.
But he does not. It looks like he just scooped right there. He didn't have
Yeah.
anything.
I
So
think
we've
he
got
just
3
knew what was
1-1s.
coming. Yep.
If he draws like a card.
A very tight match going on here. All 3 matches going down
Yeah.
to a third duel.
It looks like
Round
Francisco's
6.
still comboing out.
It's round 6. You need all the points you can get.
Yeah.
I can't really complain. My hand was pretty good.
So when it,
But that was,
so let's say you have Out's Mystic Mine in your deck. You know you sided them in, but you don't know when you're going to draw them. At what point do you just concede and assume you're not going to get it to save time.
Uh,
So there's 20 minutes left in the round.
I keep going like back and forth. Like I in the spiral deck, I try to make Appaloosa with 4 negates and then just keep passing and passing. Because if they want to play, they're going to have to use. They're going to have to start summoning monsters or get rid of their own mine.
Right.
So I'll usually just wait, like draw a pass, like go really fast about it because he can think I won't really have that many plays until I draw that card.
Right.
So I kind of like set up like maybe I'll draw into hand traps, set Call by the Graves.
And if they have to have more monsters than you do to do anything, good.
Yep. So he made Curious with all the scrap cards and sent Spiral Mission Rescue. And he did mill the Pointer Red Low, so you can actually set that back.
With Griffin?
Yeah.
Interesting. And he hit a Spiral monster as well if he wants to bring that back. And
Let's
now we
see.
see Foolish
Foolish
Burial
Burial
Goods. He's going to send another Speller Trap to the graveyard.
Yeah, probably play around that DD Crow. Oh, no, he's saying Assault.
Yeah, Pointer of the Red Lotus is a strange one. It kind of comes in and out of
Yeah.
popularity. I've never really been a fan of it, though.
Same. You guys see your opponent's hand, but like, what if they have like 2 side deck cards?
Right.
Like 2 Dark Ruler or like a Dark Ruler and evenly.
And now you're down 2,000 and they know
Yeah.
everything that was left in your hand.
Yeah, well,
Freeze play. YCS competitors freeze play. That is the time of the round.
So we've still got 18 minutes left here.
Yep, and everyone's in game 3. That's a good enough time to
That's a
wrap
very
this
good
up.
pace for the match as well. That'd be a good pace even if you only had 40 minutes.
Yeah. So he's going to use Rescue, bring back this Quick Fix. Quick Fix effect to probably search the drone, the Spiral Gear drones.
You can use that to fix the top 3 cards of the opponent's deck.
Yep.
Did you ever have Goddess Skuld's Oracle played against you?
Yes, once when there was the Mystic Mine wave motion.
Yeah, the
deck.
wave motion burn?
Yeah. At one point, I just had, it was like double Twin Twister and Cosmic Cyclone on top of my deck, so he couldn't stop. He just couldn't stop me from drawing like the out to Mystic Mine, so.
Well, one reason that Spiral tends to fare better is that once it knows your top card,
Yeah.
that sets off all of its own effects instead of just preventing the opponent from doing something.
It also allows you to give your opponent the worst of the 3 cards, like a hand trap they might not be able to use.
Because you know what your plans are,
Yeah.
and now you know what their plans are before they do. That
So
is the espionage mechanic of Spiral.
I believe he's going to banish Assault next to summon this drone.
Presumably he had a normal summon earlier.
He Scrap Recycler, right?
There's the drone. Take a peek at Colin's top 3 cards and rearrange them as you will.
I know people aren't a fan of this card, but I'm a pretty big fan of this card. Even like the tribute effect to boost one of your monsters is super relevant. And like with last resort, being able to let you attack directly could come up when like time's super low.
Yeah.
Or like you just need to deal like the last like 1,500 life points. You can just equip it to Spiral Super Agent and just attack directly.
Yeah, pre-Link monsters, Spiral Gear Drone was an important part of like the win condition of the deck. You wanted to dupe it out and make a gigantic Super Agent.
Yep. Everyone just had big Spiral boards or big Pendulum boards, and you could just make your monster like. It's also not a once per turn effect. So when it was at 3, you would like really get your monster big.
Gio, what do I put on top?
All right, so they continue on here.
Yeah.
He's discussing with his teammates on how he should stack the order of his
and then
opponent's
make
cards.
sure you don't end with Resort on the field.
And it does.
Got it?
That's good advice. Don't let them have Resort on the field.
Yeah.
Just make sure you do not end. Look at me. Do not end with Resort on the field. Yes.
Good teamwork there.
Yeah. Especially since like Cullen's not doing anything, and Ramiro is going game 3.
Still no winners yet in this one. Those game 3s are must be intense.
Just gotta play around the bureau.
Play around the bureau, always good advice as well. Although if he's got it at this point, then he's got it.
What's your hand, Walter?
So I think he's debating on making Appaloosa first or double Helix first.
Ah,
Yeah, because he might be afraid of getting Nibiru, but he might be forced to make this double helix right here because he doesn't have a follow-up.
Right.
So if this double helix resolves, he can get the master plan to then link with the Curious to make the Appaloosa.
So calculated risk here. Colin has only seen 5 cards. He's got about a 33% chance.
Ooh,
A little
block
more than
board.
that.
Oh, discard the master plan.
I see. Essentially, the odds are in your favor that they don't have specifically Nibiru.
Yeah.
But it's still a big risk this late in the tournament.
So he's going to banish Spiral Gear Drones and another Spiral card to add Super Agent back to his hand. Calling spell, call correct. He knew the top 3 cards.
Yeah, you've got 1 for 1 there.
Oh, yep. Discard his second master plan for the quick fix.
He's thinking about
Which
where to
zone,
put it.
yeah.
This is where it gets a little bit complicated. We're kind of in like the back half of the Spiral playbook here.
I think he banished Big Red with the drone. So it's interesting to see what he's going to actually search to try and get this master plan resolved.
Do you mind him when he passed?
Oh, another Big Red.
Okay.
Maybe he got discarded out of hand by like a danger.
I haven't seen any dangers. Is he running them?
Oh no,
It's
it's his
Francisco,
opponent, right? Yep. One,
Yeah, he's got
only one,
Tsuchinoko.
yeah.
That's interesting. Tsuchinoko. Well, I guess it's the one that you always noble summon.
Yep. I personally like Mothman as well, just getting rid of those spiral missions from your hand.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to go wrong with Mothman. Level 4 lets you draw and discard,
Yep.
even if they hit him.
It has a good amount of attack too.
Pretty tough. Mothman just a generally good cryptid as well. All right, quick fixes hit the field. Big Red added to the hand. Big Red now activated. Summon back a Spiral monster. Make it indestructible by battle.
Tiny bit faster. So, yeah, you're good.
Gets back Master Plan.
Add
Master
that.
Plan takes that mission from the
Yep.
deck.
I don't know how he's going to get out of hand though if he can't get this level 1.
2, 3.
I think he's being Appaloosa with 3
Appaloosa.
negates, yeah. Just didn't want that one, that 2 negate Appaloosa with the Curious and the Master Plan.
Bit small.
Yeah.
Master Plan goes to the graveyard, gets Resort and Sleeper.
Still able to make double Helix as well.
He's probably thinking, is there a way that I don't have to banish this quick fix?
I think he's trying to think the best way to try and make Griffin now. To get back that pointer of the Red Lotus. He might not be able to.
It's tough. The drone is banished. Quick fix
Yeah.
will be banished. Need another level 1 maybe if you want to have quick fix come back.
Unless he wants to use the Sleeper to make the Griffin, but
Oh,
there's no way. That card's way too
yeah, I don't
powerful.
think so. And still no results coming in. We're down to 11 minutes left.
Yeah. Colin's helping out Ramiro right there,
Yeah.
waiting for his opponent to wrap up his turn.
Yeah, now you,
All right. He's going to banish the quick fix after all. And he, makes
can you
Nightmare
use Nightmare
Phoenix.
before you use that effect just in case?
That's very interesting.
Oh.
Is he going to try to destroy? No.
Maybe just always protect the Appaloosa.
Nightmare Phoenix does protect co-link monsters from battle. So even if he drains Appaloosa's attack points, she'll still be safe. Banishing 3 Spiral cards. There's Spiral Sleeper. Activates the Last Resort. Equipping it to Sleeper.
That's 3, correct?
Yes.
And he has got Spiral Resort, Spiral Sleeper, Nightmare Phoenix co-link to Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess.
My turn.
So I think he's-
Resort.
Oh yeah, I think he was debating a little bit. about either letting it get destroyed and adding it back with barricade board blocker or returning a monster back. In the mirror match, personally, I would probably just let it get destroyed and add it back to hand so you have that follow-up.
You don't want the targeting protection?
You have Appaloosa and Sleeper as well. Like, that's kind of hard to deal with already. And the cards that are going to, like, kind of out this board, it doesn't really matter if you have Resort on the board. Resort on the board. Because, like, Evenly Match isn't going to stop it. Dark Ruler No More is not going to stop it. Like, I guess Dark Ruler No More, but you have Tough, you have Super Agent, you have your own Sleeper to actually destroy the field spell.
So Colin starts off with Terraforming for his own Spiral Resort. We'll see if it's going to last.
So Francisco does have a set card. I wonder what it is. It could be Call by the Grave or maybe a side deck card. Like, we did see him mill Appointer of the Red Lotus.
All right, he's going to destroy the resort, prevent it from resolving correctly, as it is a field spell and has to stay on the field to resolve its search effect. And that uses up the Sleeper's ability. That leaves 3 shots of the Bow of the Goddess and a face-down card we don't know anything about yet.
3, correct?
3.
Activates 1-for-1, discarding Scrap Recycler.
He does have Scrap Golem, so something interesting is he could special summon Appaloosa Negates, then tribute for the Scrap Golem.
Ah,
But it still doesn't really deal with Appaloosa because you can't attack over it.
and Sleeper is practically invincible.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
I think he's debating on summoning the Quick Fix from hand, yep, or from the drones from deck.
Now that's one thing that a lot of people don't know, is that 1-for-1 doesn't have to summon from the
Yep.
deck. You can summon from your hand as well. It doesn't happen too often, but when you're dealing with limited level 1 monsters, sometimes it's going to come up.
So it looks like he is going to tribute summon.
And I'm assuming he activated the Quick Fix
Yeah.
and
It's got
took an
negated.
arrow. Golem next. That takes an arrow.
Yep. Not looking too good for Colin here.
Attacks to get some damage through on Appaloosa.
So take it's
400, right?
She should be at 800.
Oh, he attacked the Appaloosa. I thought it was the Phoenix for a second.
Yeah, you get more damage
Yep.
through the Appaloosa.
Drop. Stand by me.
Nothing on standby. Oh, okay. Spiral Mission Rescue in the graveyard.
You can only summon back the Quick Fix, though.
And there's still 1 arrow left. Yeah, it's
He has 1-for-1 with not many targets left. Just a Magician Souls.
I think you just got to do as much damage as you can right
Yeah.
here. Just try to win right now.
Grab a Tough or a Super Agent right here.
He's got what, 8, 19, 19, and 28. Lots
Not
of 8s.
quite game, but
38, 46 plus 28 more, 74. It's a lot, but not quite enough.
Spell.
All right, so Ramiro appears to have won his match on the Aidens. That
And
puts
then-
Better Have It up 1-0.
and then Francisco just won this round.
Francisco
So
took this one.
both teams are 1-1 right now, so all goes down to Walter Jewell and Kevin Tran.
We knew it was going to come down to that,
Yeah.
Kevin. That's why
We
he's at
started
the
off
end
with
of the
them,
team.
yep.
That's why it's Durable and Kevin.
Has to be team captain.
He's got to clutch it out now.
Has he used DPC?
Dinos versus Salamangreats.
Looks like Dinosaurs are in a bit of a commanding position here with
Yep.
Ultimate Conductor Tyranno on the field.
We have a Hida on board and a Will of the
He
Salamangreat.
needed Ash. He has this.
It looks like it's Walter's
I can't just
turn.
leave the heater because he can just will.
Ooh, and he's down.
Yep. There's
does
about
have-
5 minutes left, I believe.
I think I have to attack the heater, right? I have this in hand. He Ash dagger.
So Diagram negated by Ash Blossom.
So if I attack,
Ultimate
he gets
Conductor
goes out.
Tyranno on the field.
Um,
If he destroys Blazing Hida, Blazing Hida, or Hida Ablaze, not Blazing
I'm
Hida.
gonna enter
Obviously different. So many Hidas. She can get a fire monster back from the graveyard.
Puts me at 58.50.
His last card is Field Play, I think.
All right, Blazing
And
Hida
then,
takes an
affects
attack,
Yeah. From deck.
activates the effect.
It was a crazy.
Oh,
turn.
he has not many cards left in deck.
No, what happened here?
58.50.
Yeah.
Does he run Desires?
He does still have
He took,
Gazelle.
1750.
That's kind of an indication of how
He
this
does
deck
play
went,
Pod Desires.
or how this game went. If
Yeah.
Gazelle is the one left in his deck, when he's got what 8 cards.
I'm a little shocked he's still in the game right
That's
here.
crazy.
Huh? Yeah, I think
So has he played both Desires at this point?
I think that's the Desire pile next to his extra deck. But
It is a significant pile.
he still has like some really good cards. Well, there's the one Desire. So one oh I also saw this earlier, Salamangreat Mole. That
Yes.
some people are starting to play.
most
Yes.
of
Which is
Pretty
probably
bad.
good in this
yeah.
situation. When
Yeah.
you have like a low amount of cards left.
It is, as long as you can get a Link monster
Yeah.
on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a special summon, and you can get
Yeah, so-
Pot of Avarice effect.
Oh, shoot.
You have no more bills.
Yeah, no more Bailings.
You don't have a link one, right?
No, sorry.
So there's no Baylings left, so he does need to summon another monster. So he's probably
I
going to
tried
use
to
this
link, but he
will.
had no bailings.
I tried to link into a Bailings, but I couldn't do it.
So I was just checking if he had any link ones.
They're just
Alright.
clarifying with the judge here.
Sorry about
Yeah, this is a. It's one of those things that just happens when you
Yeah.
get these really long, drawn-out games, and you're running out of cards, you're running out of extra deck cards. At some point, you figure, yeah, no, I'll just make this. It's always here.
Also, there's a low amount of time here, and it all comes down to their game. A lot of pressure, so you're probably trying to rush, and you might have just like not checked your graveyard and bench pile to see all of them gone.
And then he agree with me. I end up with.
Hopefully, they get a time extension for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what
Yes, anything over a minute, we have a time extension for, and we're about to hit a minute on it here.
The same match.
So if he doesn't have a Link monster, what's the plan here
I
to get
think-
rid of that Conductor Tyranno?
I don't know. I think I saw Sunlight Wolf in his extra deck, but I don't. Maybe return Hida, not Hida, return a Heat Leo and lower it. But he does still have Ultimate Conductor Tyranno's effect. So now he just knows, like, since there's no Baylings left, if he summons our monster, if he conductors both face down,
Yep.
his plays are very limited.
That's a tough one. I guess he
Yeah.
has to try to bait it out before using Will of the Salamangreat. That might be the only way here.
Yeah, which it's not looking good because he can't get that Gazelle out of hand.
1650.
Maybe he has a Spinny Engrave.
Yeah, okay.
Now he normal summoned the
Scared me for a
Fox,
second.
Yeah, revealed the top 3.
so he won't be able to special summon it back later.
Okay.
That would be one way to do it.
Yeah, so I think he's going to use Will. I think his only play is Will next.
All right, and as soon as they had that dispute, our judges there paused their timer. Easy way to do it. Make sure you get exactly the correct amount of time back. Will of the Salamangreat brings back Sunlight Wolf. Now, I guess the question here is, do you use the Conductor Tyranno right now to
Mind if I read more?
try to cut off Heat
Mind
Leo?
if I read more? Read it to
I don't know.
I just want to know.
'Cause if he's got another summon, he's going to get it anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't have Sanctuary on board either, so he can't like get rid of the Sunlight Wolf for another Sunlight Wolf. So he can't trigger that Gazelle in hand.
Mo,
If he's linked someone this turn, he can special summon.
if he links someone,
If I link someone.
should I book now? Because
And that's the question that Walter's thinking about
Yeah.
right now. This is a good one to have friends around for.
Yeah.
'Cause that is a tough
very
decision
normal.
when the match comes down to you.
I think he should probably do it.
Oh, even yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
It
So if I book
seems
his
like it's a
Gazelle in one
low
hand, I don't know
chance
how he links someone
that
again.
Kevin
Can
will
he
have
summon
another
again?
way to get another
If you
monster
have
on
like
the
a
field.
crazy thing, should I just do?
Because he can't use Mole in this situation because there's no place that a Link monster is pointing to.
Effective book?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Activates effect to both.
So since the diagram got Ash, there's a chance that it's just Nibiru. I was gonna say it could be a Baby Saurus.
Ah,
It's time. We have a play.
sounds like they have 4 minutes left on their own clock. So while this clock is about to hit 0, please keep in mind that this match will continue as long as the Judge's
Cameraman?
time
Yeah.
is.
So Kevin chooses to pass with no plays.
I don't think I got it.
That's tough, and it does look like booking there was the correct play.
Yeah.
Just normal.
Now, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno really likes to eat face-down monsters.
Yep,
and inflict damage.
1,000 damage.
So what I do with it?
It can attack all of his opponent's monsters as well, right?
Once each.
I think I can just normal.
And it just, if it happens to attack defense monsters,
Yep.
just
Send to the
wipe them out
grave.
immediately.
3 minutes.
Attack
and
him.
30 seconds.
Send them without flipping.
So you activate Strigonic Diagram to destroy a monster from
Oh,
his
okay,
hand
this is actually
to
sick.
search for a
This is actually
True
sick.
King or a Draco Draco card.
And he gets Lithosage him. Newly freed from the Forbidden List.
Yeah.
And Baby Dinosaur's best friend.
A card I terrify. Like,
Normal?
looking at your opponent's extra deck and taking cards from their extra deck is just an insane effect.
Now, Silver Rocket Dragon only takks 1.
Yeah.
But
Like
Lithosage
Link?
gets it 3.
I could link, try to use effect, summon a baby, try to pop both, summon an Oviraptor.
If he does that
Search.
play, he will get hit
What
by
is
the
it?
DD Crow.
Yeah.
I would have Thing Oviraptor. He has 1.
Checking for the
He has
Balance
1.
there.
A very popular
Got
card
one.
this weekend, DD Crow. Not like Spiral isn't the only deck that plays this card.
Oh, I could search for
It's a really good
Unicorn?
general use card.
Yeah. Even
think
like to hit small stuff like Miscellaneous Source or like even a Shadal spell or trap card in grave, it can still be very impactful.
I think we first started seeing
What
DD
if I
Crow
have-
way
yeah,
back
that's
when
good.
Malicious first came out. I was waiting to get that out of the graveyard.
Attack
In
first?
the old
The
Teldad
old
decks
Monarch
as well, right?
decks,
Oh yeah,
Teldad decks,
even
all
before
that
that.
stuff. It's been around forever. It's been around since Strike of Neos.
Attack? No, use the effect.
Use the
Does
effect.
it activate during damage
Oh, it
turn?
doesn't actually do damage to it. It doesn't.
It doesn't?
If I use the effect, no, it doesn't. Will you take 1,000? Okay, you take 1,000.
So Kevin will take 1,000.
Yeah, I'm going to use a effect to Gazelle.
Okay.
Since it does
Ooh,
not
I don't
activate
know.
in damage step, he's
Actually,
going to activate
Oh, no,
Gazelle's
it's-
effect.
I don't want to activate Gazelle effect.
I think he's rethinking it because Ultimate Conductor can attack it again.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Well, I just said
Judge is telling him that he has to summon this Gazelle.
He said activate Gazelle, and I said he activated has to resolve.
I did also hear active.
Yeah, okay.
You're not able to resolve it?
No, I can't. Yeah.
Well, he said that.
Now the question is he forced to do it because he said it? And saying
so
I
my-
activate this,
Yeah.
it seems pretty clear cut to me that that is committing to a play.
Yep. So the Gazelle is definitely going to get summoned, which is the judge is telling him.
And I don't buy Kevin Tran's
Yeah.
argument here that he said he was thinking about it. He
Yeah.
very clearly said I activate Gazelle. He's not going to win this argument.
Yeah.
It's been stopped since we started. How much time? A minute and 34.
So,
Kevin
so
Tran up
he
50
attacks,
points.
uses effect on my set.
Yeah, but that conductor
Fossey,
is definitely going to deal
and
way more damage
I
this
would
turn.
say, activating his Gazelle.
He's thinking about lying there. That's not a good plan.
Yeah, no.
You should not do that, especially when there's a audio record of what you said.
Yeah.
I grabbed my graveyard and then I started thinking.
I also heard him say like, "Oh, I don't have like any targets,"
know if
which
it
doesn't
matters. I
matter. You
can't
can still
have
special summon
Doesn't
it.
matter.
Walter doesn't care either way, but that's just like the kind of guy Walter is. But like when you're up here on the feature match table, the judges have to go by the rules.
Yep.
You have to play by the game. The judges are going to go and talk about it.
Memphis 2 is I can link.
Yeah, this is an interesting review.
maybe-
I'm
So I
wondering
guess
what
we always
exactly
have to
going to
link this,
discuss
right?
here because there are a bunch of
think
judges there,
Phoenix.
and they all heard him say I
have
activate
Yep.
Gazelle.
I'll
So
link to
this
this.
feels like it should be a very quick
maybe.
review.
Pop both.
Just the judge comes over, talks to the guy who was sitting right there. Hey, what did you hear? He says I heard him say I activate Gazelle. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And then we go back and we say I activate Gazelle. Now the question is,
Fucking,
when
maybe
he
if I can,
changed his story and said, I said I was thinking about Gazelle,
Yeah.
that opens you up to a whole lot of unpleasantry.
Yeah.
And,
more penalties can come down
yes.
just by that happening,
When you change your story like that,
especially at a high-level event like this.
at a high-level event, there is a good chance that you're going home, and the rest of your team is going to have to continue the last round without you. So we will see what the end result of that one is. I don't think that was... that was just a misplay and then trying to get out of it
Yeah.
in the moment. Like, I understand why that would happen.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily...
He like about was special in defense and saw that like conductor's just gonna get rid of it and
Yeah.
it's just a waste, and at that point, you still have commit to your play.
Yep. That's that's a tough one. And really, when that happens, you just kind of have to accept it. At that point, don't try to get out of it. It's just going to make it worse.
Yeah. You don't want to ruin your experience. Like, you came to Vegas to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With your friends. You don't want to ruin your experience just for, like, one mistake you've made. Looks like the head judge came over there for a second, and now they're just...
Did we get a head judge, or did we get...
yeah, I saw one of the head judges walk over there and talk to him, Josh. Assistant head judge.
Assistant head judge, okay. Yeah, so if you have an assistant head judge over there, that is certainly that. Normally, this is not something that requires an assistant head judge. You only get the assistant head judge if you think it might be a disqualifying offense.
Or appeal. You have the right to appeal all the time.
And
so.
appeal as well, but I never heard the words "I appeal."
Oh yeah, maybe
out
not.
Of there. So we will see if that is in fact an appeal, but I don't think you're going to appeal your own what you said. Like, I don't know how you do that. That's a very difficult argument. I'd love to hear it, but I don't think it's going to be a
at this point he's committed,
one.
and it all comes down to this game for the whole match.
All right.
So
it looks like they're going to leave it at that, and Gazelle is going to get eaten by the Dinosaur as well.
Kevin Tran will take another 1,000 life points off Ultimate Conductor's effect.
He is quite fortunate on this one.
It's not devastating.
Is the effect to?
The effect is same as before damage.
Yes.
Is this effect that's sending it the Salamangreat monster?
Yeah.
So they're checking right now once again the damage step related.
I believe Ultimate Conductor is not in damage step.
Like, it's when it declares an attack.
Or
No, it isn't starting. Okay, so I actually just have to take it back.
So I will take a look at Ultimate Conductor Tyrannus real fast.
So
you just have to take it back.
Because a good argument for not
so they're rewinding it.
For not having to activate it would be if it activated in the damage step.
That's actually hilarious. Did you show your deck? We're still stopped.
We're still stopped. Go ahead.
Yeah, so they rewinded and the Gazelle's back in hand. Rage went back in deck.
31-50.
30.
Yes, it is at the start of the damage step.
No, because you
now what gets me is how nobody got that until now.
Yeah. Are you not allowed to use Gazelle at the start of damage step?
Not during the damage step, no. Because the key condition isn't destroyed by battle, it's sent to the graveyard. I'm just shocked at how does that situation even come up?
Yeah, and like no one noticed it until like now that they're rewinding it.
Because in that case, he specifically asked Walter, when does that activate? And Walter said, not in the damage step.
Yeah.
Which is another problem.
He might just like not have known what his cards did. It didn't seem like he did intentionally as well, so.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where the mistake happens to help you by having him put another monster for your Conductor Tyranno to eat.
Yeah.
So this is just a strange, high-pressure situation that I think is baking our competitors' brains a little bit.
Yeah, and there's not that much time on the clock either. And, oh, man.
So now Kevin Tran is arguing, well, he told me it wasn't in the damage step, and he's right.
Or you received a PE minor for trying to summon Bailings when you had none, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So.
Man.
Oh.
This is
it
bad.
might be
So
two
Josh
P
Morgan's
minors
over there.
Yeah.
So penalty might be getting upgraded.
Yeah,
that
we
would
have
be
to see
another
what
reason
happens.
Why that happens. And the question is, which thing are they over there for? Are they over there for trying to summon the Bailey, or trying to take back the summon of Gazelle?
Yeah,
or for telling him that it doesn't happen in the damage step when the card clearly says otherwise?
It might be a PE minor on both players. But since Kevin did get a PE minor earlier, something might happen.
Yeah, I already tagged.
All right, yep. No, so they're just getting right back into the game.
If it's two different things, I guess they had to check on Walter as well, since he just told his opponent the wrong information.
So I believe Walter was attacking his monster. I think they're just clarifying all the penalties that need to be written right now.
It's a lot.
So right back to the game.
Go ahead.
Draw. Fuck the will.
North.
Okay, so we're going to be in the main phase here. I'm not certain that score is the latest score. We will get that for you as quick as we can.
I think it is. I think he decided to crash his miscellaneous source.
Got it.
Okay, yeah. Let's see where he goes from here.
Do you think?
Come on,
Do you think?
we gotta go.
If he has he was asking what triple. I'm just gonna activate this effect right now.
So he's activating Ultimate Conductor Tyranno.
Yeah, does not want to let him make that heat, Leo.
Right.
Sure.
It's in defense, right?
Yeah.
Tricking Agnazud.
Foxy. discarding Mole.
Okay.
It's
So
field.
he's still going to be able to make this heat Leo.
Foxy comes back. Now he's
what he
checking.
did.
He
He's checking
decided
to make
not
sure.
to destroy the diagram as well with the Foxy's
I don't
effect.
think I could get over it.
You know, this is probably the last
So you
turn
didn't
of the
have
duel.
another
Yeah.
So he's just trying to make the plays as fast as he can. So now he has to make sure he actually has a Helio, because he did just take a penalty for trying to summon something he didn't have.
Yeah.
Would you have
Oh,
one
yep.
with your hand?
So it looked like